a grandmother.
Women in leadership, business, and lifestyle.
I know I do. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. Good day and welcome to another segment of Lifi'n Talk. And I'm so excited about this segment because I have a very special guest with me here today.
Hello.
Miss Deb Young. And she is many things. She is an entrepreneur. She is a personal coach and many, many things. So good morning to you.
Good morning to
Deb.
you. It's good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too.
Good.
And for those viewers, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where they can find you?
Okay. Well, again, my name is Deb Young, and I'm right down on Mayport Road at 1197 Mayport Road, Studio 33. And I'll give you, well, I guess I can give you my number now.
Well, actually, her information will be in the description.
Okay,
your
good.
Link,
Okay.
to your website.
Okay, good.
And contact information will be on the link as well.
Okay, all right. A little bit about myself. I have been a personal trainer for 35 years, an entrepreneur for over 30 years. I started this journey sitting in an office desk one day, and was the playoff games on, and the guys were yelling and screaming. It's like, well, what do I want to do, and what do I want to be? And I was bodybuilding at the time, so that's pretty much where I started. I went to Gold's Gym to ask if they trained trainers. They said yes, and that's where my journey began.
Wow. Well, a little personal story on how I met Deb many, many years ago. That was a long time ago. I actually battled a sciatica on my right lower back, and it was out of nowhere. That one morning I just got out of bed and I was frozen. I was in such pain, and so I went to the chiropractor because I try to do things as natural as possible. And I started therapy with him, and then he said, you know what, you might try to maybe work with a personal coach. So she was highly recommended at the time. And so she did a house visit. You remember that?
I do.
And I loved it. She is amazing at what she does, and she knows so much about the human anatomy and all where everything's connected. So we worked together, and you know what? That was a few months of working together and forming habit, and the pain and the discomfort went away. So I was forever grateful. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And she has just wanted to tell you, for people that are watching, you have been an inspiration. So thank you.
My pleasure.
So this morning's segment, I thought we'd talk about how mindset movement can really give you perspective and purpose, and it transforms your life, because as we all know that the mind and the body and movement is all connected to really living a healthy life and an abundant life. Because you know what, we have to be in tune with our body, with movement, making sure that it is a huge part of self-care. So with that, I wanted to bring Deb on here today and us talk about some really good questions that she can answer, and she can be a source. So Deb, I'm just going to open it up. What was your perspective in you building strength? So what was your catapult or your turning point of aha moment in your your health journey?
Well, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, but I was a trainer even before then. But when I realized that I had to look out for me.
Yes.
And yes, I was a personal trainer probably 10 years before that as well. You still go through your personal journeys physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yes.
And I just realized that the movements that just sitting still makes you depressed. And it gives you that blah feeling. As soon as you move, I don't care how slow it is, it changes the electrons in your body and in your brain. So, as I said, I went through my transformation spiritually, emotionally, gone through some bad times, and knowing I had to, I say, leave myself alone.
Yes.
And I had to get out of God's way to get to where I needed to be.
So with that, what advice would you give somebody that is, going through similar chapter like that in their life? What would you tell them?
It's hard. It's hard taking that first step.
Yes.
And taking the first step is the worst thing because you don't know what's on that line.
Yes.
You just have to do it. And when people say, well, it's just hard to say you just have to do it. But if you don't, no one's going to do it for you.
Wow. So how do you think that movement is part of really, holistic medicine? In your opinion, what does that mean to you? So how has it really helped you really kind of embark on your entrepreneurship? I mean, to be have a successful and thriving business because it has grown over the years.
Yes.
But that came out of your passion and part of the journey. Yes, I mean to really have more knowledge, build more knowledge, right, give more knowledge, and pour out as she does because she is a amazing book.
When I look at people and watch the way they move, and seeing a person walk a certain way, it lets you know really how they're feeling.
Oh, wow.
So by me working with people in the gym and talking to them about their journey, and you have to talk about a person's journey. You don't have to get light in depth, but just a little bit. But as soon as you start moving properly, you feel better. And feeling better is where you want to be. So you just have to learn those baby steps of how to go. Yeah. Like I specialize in obesity, so my clients are from 200 to 600 pounds. Wow. And the journeys and getting from 200 to 600, there's a whole lot of stuff going on there. But as soon as they start moving, again, it's the neurons in the brain. It's like the spinal cord in the brain. As soon as you move the proper way, those little electrons do this and they start firing off. Right now, they're dormant. So if it's dormant, you're going to be dormant. So you have to train the body of how to.
And would you say that dormant, another word for dormant, what comes to mind, and especially, I see it as a life coach and some of my clients, that they are in a period of stagnation. Yes. Majorly, both, in emotionally and also physically. Right. And so, that's a good starting point that you just mentioned. And so what do you think are those mind barriers to get started, would you say? Because you work with a lot of clients, and how can you break that barrier in your opinion? That's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
Did I stump you?
Remember the little song that said, put one foot in front of the other? That's pretty much what you have to do. A lot of people can't do it on their own. You have to have that push. So if you can, and a lot of people are embarrassed to get started too.
Yes.
So if you can find the right person, me, that can sit down and listen to to who you are and what little bit of a journey that you've gone through to get you where you are. And some people don't even know how they got to where they are.
Yes.
Once you can peel back those layers and get the person that's with you to that you can confide in, and as you're confiding in me, you're moving all at the same time.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's just those little things. It doesn't take a whole lot to get to where you need to be.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. It's just, but breaking through that, it's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear with people because again, you don't know what this is over here because you're here, but we need to get you there, and you have to want to get yourself there.
Well, and I would say probably you could speak to that as well. It is about creating relationship.
Correct.
You have to be a person that translates, connecting to people, because it is all about that. If one person doesn't connect with you, it may not be a right fit.
That's correct.
And it goes either way.
It goes either way.
It goes either way.
It goes either way.
So what would you say for somebody that is getting started and they feel like they're limited by their movement or limited by time, because that could be an excuse.
That could be an excuse.
Where do they start?
Right at the beginning. If someone comes to me I have a lot of people with a lot of disabilities. I say it only takes about 30 minutes. You don't have to work out to the gym. And that's a lot of fear of people that you have to work out 2 or 3 hours. If you work out properly, about 30 minutes is all you need.
Okay.
So whatever issues that you have, we just start from there. If you can only move your arm here, then we'll move it here. So you have to train the body of what to do.
Okay. And start where you're at.
And start where you're at.
Start where you're at.
Yes, I'm not going to start you any more than where you are right now.
So what would you say have been the biggest habits that you have developed to make you successful? And that's really a two-part question, because it is in your personal journey of health, and then also, you're thriving. You have grown, and you have really fed into so many people in their health journey. That's been success. What would you say has been maybe something that has been successful for you, that has worked?
Listening.
I love it.
That is the one key, is listening, and not pushing a person beyond what they can physically do. Yes, I challenge you, but if you push a person too far, they're going to stop. They're going to fail. So you have to trust in yourself first. Let me take that back. Trust in God first. Trust in yourself, and then trust in the person who's right for you to help you get to the journey that you need to. And that's pretty much it.
So when it comes to our life and movement and momentum, how can somebody overcome inconsistency? Like, for example, not wanting to create that habit of movement, of exercise, of training. I want a personal trainer, I want to work out. They do it 2 or 3 days and then they fizzle out.
You've got to want it.
Yes. The want to.
It's the want to. You've got to want it. And you've got to want something different. And yes, it's hard. And yes, it's difficult. And there are times that I don't want to work out.
Yes. Yes.
But I know that if I don't, I know what I feel like when I don't. Right now, if you're not doing anything, you feel the way that you feel. So that's normal.
Yes.
But once you start getting into the groove of something, set a time, set 5 minutes. If you're sitting, and you hear it all the time, if you're sitting there watching TV, you have the therabands, do this.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be anything pretty. You're just doing this, but your body's doing something different. If the body does the same thing, the same day every day, then it's here, so it has nothing else to, I don't want to say live for, but it doesn't have anything else to grow from.
That totally makes sense.
So if you get a little bit of resistance, or if you're standing up, if you're doing this and circling your arms, it's something different.
Yes.
So 5 minutes.
So create that habit, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
And 5 minutes to start.
Mm-hmm.
So in this season of your life where you are right now, what's your definition of success?
Not being afraid to fail.
You heard it. That's fantastic.
I mean, I put things realistic things in motion. And that's another thing. You have to be realistic about what you're doing, because most of the times you kind of will fail, but that's okay. You fail forward. It's all right. I've been successful from the day I started my training, my certification. I've been successful from that day, and I've gone through some serious hurdles. But if you set your goal, and don't set big goals.
Right.
Really, don't. If you're used to eating a pie every night, a half a pie, eat a quarter of the pie. So that's what you got to do. Is you have to break that habit, and breaking the habit is the hardest thing to do.
It is.
That's one of the hardest things to do, is to break a habit. But once you can succeed in breaking that habit,
well, and I always say it's a mindset shift that needs to take place.
That's very true.
Because if the want to is not there in any category, then you're going to be, stuck, or as Deb mentioned, dormant. So what would you say is a legacy that you like to leave and be remembered by?
My compassion for others.
I love that.
I guarantee for you your success, but you have to help you get that success. And once you get started with that success and knowing that you can achieve something, there's no turning back from there. Yeah, you will have pitfalls, and yes, you'll be sad every now and then, but to know that you don't have to stay in that, and it's getting out of that.
And whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Right.
You don't have to be in that. You just got to want to not be in that. And people get comfortable being in that because they don't know what not to do to get to over here.
And so just some closing thoughts. Anything that you want to wrap up with in the way of, for those listening, anything that you want to kind of impart, a word or a phrase or something that comes to mind?
Well, one, I want to read you something, and two, believe in yourself.
Love that.
And don't worry about having someone believe in you.
Love that.
People, they need confirmation of something to make themselves feel better. Most people make you fail.
Yes.
So you can't depend on other people to get in that emotional state. You have to depend on what's in you and trust what God has given you within yourself. I want to read, and I'm also dyslexic, so I've come a long way with a lot of things.
Wow.
So you have to have the courage to just pummel through.
Literally, I think this woman can write several books.
Stumbling a little bit now, but it's okay. It's okay. So Corinthians chapter 6, 19 and 20. It says, do you not know that your bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit? So you can't fail. God doesn't fail. That's the Holy Spirit within you. So then you have to trust and believe in that. So you're not on your own. You're brought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body.
Powerful.
So if you can honor the Lord within yourself, knowing that you're not alone, there you go.
That's beautiful.
And you have to realize people want the physical person to make you not feel alone. And you have to adapt that, the spiritual part of you're never alone.
That's so true.
And that's what you have to hold on to, is I am not alone. I don't have a physical person here, but I'm really not alone.
No,
and He is inside me to get me wherever I want to be. I've just got to get out of my own way.
Wow. And that's huge, you know, because sometimes we do get in our own way, don't we? And powerful nuggets that I heard from Deb today. One is, you know what, do it afraid. Don't be afraid to try, because you know what, if you fail, at least you can say that you tried.
You tried
Number
it,
one.
yes.
Number two, start somewhere, one step. If you could just take 5 minutes to start, even right at home, that's a starting point. Don't ever be thinking that, you know what, I can't do it because I don't feel well, or because I'm going through a health challenge. Move within your capabilities and start. And 3, if you move and you have those endorphins kick in, that's going to help with your mindset. It's going to help with your body. So I hope that you found this segment of Lifin inspirational today, because Deb said a lot of things, and her information is going to be in the description. Please reach out to her. You know, you can email her. You can give her a call. She's located here in Florida. Do you do virtual?
I do.
Okay,
I
so
do.
she's also virtual, which is great. So all of her information will be readily accessible. So Deb, thank you so much
you're welcome. You're
for
welcome.
being here. I really appreciate it. And if you did find this segment very inspirational, as I did, please subscribe and hit the like button and share, because this is what Lifi'n Talk is all about, to really bring you some life coaching fuel that you can take away, that really resonates and speaks to you. So until next time, Deb, thank you again.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Have a great day, and we will see you soon.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.